Good. Good morning, Ready Travelers. This is day 6 of a wonderful cruise on Oasis of the Seas. Yeah, I slept in again, stayed up late, way past my bedtime. I think we got back to the room around 2 o'clock in the morning. It was cool. It was great. It was fun. Had a great time. Was down at the casino. Won another cruise. So the way that goes, I'm gonna break that down for you real fast. When you're at the casino, the Royal Casino, you guys probably seen the previous videos and everything. But when you're at the Royal Casino, okay, it's a casino, so they want you to keep playing, right? You keep playing, it's gonna cost money, they're gonna win, and eventually you shall win as well. Okay, so the way it works is that the longer you play, you accumulate points. So if you win or lose, you're still gonna accumulate points. At a certain percentage, it gives you the level of what you won. So you may win a free specialty dinner. You could win all the way up to a suite, depends on how long you play. And if you live in the casino all day and all night while at sea or import, you will have that chance, okay? So on a 6-day cruise, on average, we played about, I would say, roughly maybe, off and on, going to get something to eat, going to check out some of the amenities, coming back, I would say 4 to 6 hours, okay, a day. So you multiply that by 6 days, we accumulated roughly over 16, 13, 14. No, actually it was 1,900 points. Because at 2,000, we go to another tier, which we probably will finish that up today and then get to that other tier. But for the tier that we're at 1,900 points, well, 1,300 points when your interior stateroom. Once again, the way I explained it before, the higher the point system goes, each tier, the higher you move up on the ship. So at 1,300 is a baseline where you would get an interior stateroom, still part of the ship. You still gonna get a chance to see everything, so it's still a win-win. Don't get it twisted, okay? But the more points you accumulate, the higher the system goes. So right now we're at a 1,900 points. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit. I had a little bit of the bubbly, so. But we're at a balcony again. Okay, well this time I'm gonna know better. I won't be getting no balcony around all the amenities. It's gonna be somewhere nice and quiet. Watch previous video on that. You'll understand why I said that. Okay, and you could go all the way up to a suite. So for 6 days, it was fun. It was enjoyable. Let's talk about Haiti. My goodness, that Haiti has such a rich and diverse culture. It was a joy to watch. And of course, I recorded it and everything, so you guys will get a chance to watch it. And you're going to learn a lot. I learned a lot yesterday over in Haiti. It was like an eye-opener because, propaganda. So, only thing we hear back in the States about Haiti is war-torn, drug lords, fighting, killing, and all that over in Port-au-Prince. Well, Haiti is more than just Port-au-Prince. Port-au-Prince is the capital. Yes, this is true. Yes, they have turmoil and unsettledness going on. But Labadee, you watch the video, so I'm not going to do it justice trying to explain everything. But within the video, you'll listen to the tour guide and he'll be able to break it down in detail. But with Labadee, it's like Royal Caribbean lease out some of the land for tourism, okay? And they have their part of Labadee, and then there's the other side of Labadee where the locals actually live. There's about 5,000 people that live there. It's a cruise ship on Labadee, okay, population-wise. And their culture is so rich. It's like, Dominican Republic shares the island. So they're on the east side, Haiti's on the west side. And that's all I'm gonna do, try to explain all of that, because like I said, I don't want to do it disjustice. Watch the video. Once I post the video, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna start cutting and editing and trying to get that up as soon as possible. But please like and share and subscribe and watch that particular video, because like I said, it's so enlightening. And overall experience on the island, that was my first time being in Haiti. Overall experience, man, it was amazing. It was awesome. It was like my son would say, I learned a lot. Definitely learned a lot. So, the Dragon Tail roller coaster, that's an experience within itself as well. So it's a one-man self-propelled roller coaster. So you can control the speed with these levers on the side, and I got footage of that as well. So you don't have to go like super fast. You can slow down. So I was slowing down to take footage. Be careful though, because if you slow down too slow, the people behind you gonna run up on you. So you got to keep the flow going at the same time. So it was cool. It was fun. It was like an authentic, original roller coaster, So that was the day in Labadee yesterday. Now, as far as today goes, it's a fun day. So it's the last day at sea. We're heading back to Florida. And I'm not drinking, not tonight. I got to get hydrated. I got to stay fresh. And we're going, with all the stuff that was going on, we ended up missing our lunch at Chops Grill. And we also ended up missing our premium dinner at 150, which is like the luxury. It's like the big daddy of the ship, 150 down in Central Park. So we're going to head down. I was able to reschedule it. Make a long story short, I was able to reschedule it. So we're going to do lunch at Chops Grill. I'm going to collect that footage today. And then we're going to change, of course, and then go to 150 around 5, 6 o'clock tonight. Wrap up, see if we can't get over 2,000 points. And the casino, pack, I'm prepared to disembark, Now, Ready Travelers, I always preach to you guys. And I'm going to try to get some footage of it so you'll see why I say it's so hectic. It's just as hectic leaving the ship as it is getting on the ship. And the reason why is because Oasis of the Seas is all about making money. So they're ready to get your butt off the ship so they can get the next group of people on the ship so they can sail away and make more money. Okay, so everybody leaves on a certain time. But now you got to remember, you got people that's actually, because they don't have me as their travel agent, they actually book their flights and book however their mode of transportation to get back home, they book it the same day, which causes confusion and chaos, because if you're trying to get to the airport to catch your flight, because the ship's going to pull in, I think, 7 and disembark around 8, and then the final disembarkation should be around, I would say, maybe 9:30, 10, because 10 o'clock, they cleaning and bringing on the next group of people. So you got people trying to rush to get off the ship so they can catch their flight. If you got 5,000 people all trying to catch an Uber, okay? Enough said. So what I always recommend, especially on the day that you're leaving. Now we do it both ways because we don't want to get caught up in a situation, because same thing as before. So I'm gonna get to that part in a second. If you're coming down to catch your ship, and let's say your flight gets canceled, you're stuck because the ship gonna leave. You can believe that. They leaving. They going to go get that money. So you just missed out. Hopefully you better make arrangement with either with your travel agent or however you booked your cruise to be able to get reimbursed or rescheduled for another cruise. But now all that time that you spent preparing yourself for your cruise, taking time off from work, vacation time, finding babysitters or whatever the situation is, all of this ruined. So what I always recommend is always leave a day buffer in between sail date and travel date. Same thing on disembarkation. Leave a day in between. So we're not going to be rushing. We're taking our time. So we're going to pack. We're gonna walk, take our time, leave the ship, get a little bit of footage, try to record the chaos that I'm talking about. And instead of catching an Uber, we're going back to the hotel because we took the train down. So instead of taking an Uber, they have this van system, kind of like a shuttle. It's like a shuttle service, but it's not through the hotel. You have to actually book with them. And the name slips my mind right now, but I'll give that information as well. So if you're ever in Fort Lauderdale, you can reach out to them, and then you can schedule it the way that we schedule it. So we're going to disembark. I'm gonna call the shuttle service, take our time, hop on the shuttle, ride back to the hotel, check in, kick back, relax, maybe wash some clothes. We don't know yet. Trying to figure that out. And then the following day, which would be Sunday, hop on the train, on the choo-choo, back to North Carolina. So that's how I say do it, because it's stress-free. It's less of a headache, if you can afford it. I mean, at the same time, it's all about this. We all know bottom line, bottom dollar. But I would start budgeting for that particular way of traveling versus trying to get a flight the same day or a rental car the same day. I heard a story from one of the other guests that he had to walk 4 miles because they got a rental car, drove down, planned on taking a rental car to I think it was in Miami somewhere. He was going to drop the rental car off in Miami and then catch an Uber to the ship. Well, he was able to drop the rental car off, but on the way to the ship, the Uber driver took a wrong turn, and they had a marathon in Miami. So he got caught up in that marathon. He had on flip-flops. Okay, he had on flip-flops, and he had to walk almost 4 miles to catch up with his family so he could get on board the cruise ship. So he had blisters and sore feet and everything. So the first couple of days, he wasn't able to enjoy his cruise. If he would have had Ready4AllTravel as his travel agent, he would have known not to do something like that. I'm just saying. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'm going to share it all with you guys. Like I said before, we're going to learn this together. We're going to have fun, we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to learn together. So come with me. Come with me. I'm your guy. I am your guy. Call, email, text message, and we can get the ball started. We can get the ball rolling, okay? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on here. I know I said, I went on live a little bit early because it's kind of humid out here. And, excuse me, I don't know what the quality of the footage is going to look like, but I just wanted to go live to let you guys know that we thoroughly enjoyed our 6 days out at sea. It was amazing. It was spectacular. Day one was chaotic as it's always going to be. I'm pretty sure disembarkation is going to be chaotic like it's always going to be. One of the things that I was talking to one of my mentors, I wasn't talking to him, let me rephrase that. I was listening to their live because they're actually on a cruise right now. They're on Virgin Voyage. I don't know where. I just picked up and caught in for like 5-10 minutes before I kept on with my journey. But one of the things that they said was so profound, I guess somebody had texted, typed it in. What they said was and I have to agree, each cruise ship has its own personality, its own vibe, and one of the things is certain ships, you're not going to really get that vibe from, Freedom, the first, okay, let's start from the beginning. Carnival, Sunshine of the Seas, for Carnival. Got on party ship, man, love the vibe. That was the vibe that I get that we received, and excuse me, excuse me, that was the vibe, and everybody that has gotten on Sunshine since I did the videos have said the same thing. They loved it. Now, Freedom. Freedom had a totally different vibe, but it was still laid back, relaxed, and fun. Okay? It's a Freedom class ship. A little bit smaller than the Oasis class. Okay? Oasis of the Seas is the namesake of the Oasis class ship. Okay? So with Oasis, it has a whole different vibe. So this is our first time on Oasis. So when we got on, we was expecting the same type of vibe that Freedom had. Oh no, totally different. But we acclimated, we got used to it. But it took a day, it took about 2 days to really get acclimated to the different vibe. Same Royal Caribbean, Royal, and all of that. But you have to go, it's like its own personality. That's the best way to say it. I was gonna get to it. Okay. Just like each one of us have our own personality. Each cruise ship, believe it or not, has its own personality, its own quirks, its own vibe, its own flow. So it's totally different. So I'm pretty sure the next ship that we get on is going to be totally different from Oasis. Hopefully it will have the same vibe like Freedom had. But it's fun nonetheless. That's all I'm saying. Basically, is that don't go in with a preconceived notion of how it's going to be. Just let it flow, let it soak it in, and then go with the flow. You see, so don't say, well, this is different because on Freedom we did this, and this is messed up because don't. Whatever they got going on, that's what they have going on that ship. I heard a lot of complaints, a lot of arguments from other passengers throughout the entire week. But at the same time, my motto is, you already done paid for it. You might as well enjoy it. Like, case in point, I could argue and say, hey, man, this balcony overlooking Central Park, not Central Park, overlooking Broadway was trash. Man, it was so loud. It was this and that. It was. It was. But guess what? I still had a ball. You know why? Because it was the first time I ever did it. You see? Now, would I recommend it and do it again? For the younger folks. This is a younger folks stateroom. Okay, 14703 is for the youngins. Okay, because that's what they do. You see this, Gray? You see this? Okay, I'm a little bit older now. I'm a little bit wiser now. So I would be more midships. Okay, so that's all I'm just saying. So you have to go with the flow. You have to go with the vibe. You have to enjoy the ambiance. Soak it in, Ready Travelers. Soak it in. So, like I said, and mind you, these are the questions you should ask, or let me know, because I'm not a mind reader. So when I'm looking for these particular staterooms, I'll say, hey, this particular stateroom is open. And you'll say, well, tell me about it. Okay, let me do some research on it because I may not know of that particular one. But if it's 14703, I was like, because hopefully I would know my fellow traveler, Ready Traveler. So I better say, I don't think you would enjoy that. Or let me keep looking, but it is available if you want it. Now, if you sit on it and say, I want it, then guess what? I'm going to put you in it. But at the same time, don't complain. Enjoy. Soak it in. Have a good time with it. Make sense? Makes sense. It makes sense. So like I said, I'm still getting used to the live portion. I don't know how good the Wi-Fi is out here. I don't know if it's actually picking up where you guys can see me. But I'm still going to keep doing this. I love it. I wish I had found because I'm able to help people. And I've always been that type of person. I always love helping. And this is another way that I can help. If I had, now mind you, my Navy career, I wouldn't have my family, my boys if I didn't join the Navy. So I would never, ever, ever say that, I love my kids, okay, without a shadow of a doubt. Don't want to get sentimental or emotional, but I do love my kids. So without the Navy, I wouldn't have them. Now, what I'm saying is, I wish I had found being a travel agent sooner with the benefit of still having my kids, I would have definitely have done that as well. Because this is one of the things that I think people really, once they get to know me, get to know what Ready for All Travel is about, and get to know that, and they know if I traveled out that I got their back. It's not about the money. It's about the fulfillment of the enjoyment of life, where you can get out and take a break from all of that hustle and bustle and wear and tear and the disrespect that goes on in every city, in every country, around the world, where you could just take a step back in time and just relax on a cruise ship, have some great food, enjoy the people around you, learn different cultures, different experiences, different lifestyles. You get a different sense of the world instead of what's going on in the news. And not to get all political, because I don't play all that, because it's, never mind. Anyway, with that being said, though, this is the way to travel. This is the way to really gain that vast knowledge, that experience, and enjoy it. Like I say, I mean, if you're a first-time cruiser, you don't understand until you actually do it. But I will say this, once you do it, even if you don't like it, do it a second time, just to make sure that you don't like it. And I'm not saying it for the money. I'm saying it because sometimes, just like I was saying earlier, different ships have different vibes. So you may get on one that's not with your vibe. So do it a second time. Try a different class of ship. Try a different company, Keep the same travel agent, though, but try something different. And then if you don't like it that second time, then hey, okay, cruising is not for you, okay? For the seasoned cruisers out here, the ones that has cruised before, you guys understand what I'm saying. You guys get what I'm talking about. So share the information with fellow people and let them know. Come to me. I will give them the best information possible, If I don't know the answer, I'm going to find the answer. It may take a couple days, but I'm going to get it, though. I'm going to get it for you, okay? So like I said, I didn't want to spend too much of your time. I just appreciate you guys stopping by. We're going to wrap up the day. I'm going to finish getting dressed. Going to go have lunch at Chops Grill and dinner over at 150. I'll collect that footage as well and post that later on sometime next week. I guess that's it. Like I say, Oasis of the Seas. Oh, I'll give it a rating. I will definitely give it a rating. On a 5-star rating, considering the stateroom that we're in, the food, the amenities as far as the shows, cats, Frozen on Ice, Aqua 80, the belly flop contest, zip lining, the pool parties, the casino. Oh, and I'm still going to give you the rating. Also, keep in mind, one of the things the Royal Caribbean is doing, they're also offering a smoke-free casino. Okay, so people that don't smoke like myself, they used to have everybody just jammed in one casino, all that smoke in the air. Well, they split the main casino in half, where it's a smoker section on one side, a non-smoker section on the other side, and it actually works because you still smell some of the smoke, but it's not as heavy as it once was. But then they also open up an entirely new section of the ship where it's smoke-free, so you can go there and gamble as well. So with that being said, with all the other stuff I just mentioned before, on a 5-star system, I would give, the Freedom was 5 stars all day long. I don't think I even rated Freedom, but Freedom was 5 stars because Freedom was all of that. I enjoy Freedom. Oasis of the Seas, I'm going to give it a solid 4. A solid 4. There's certain things they could have done better. And I think by Oasis being the first of its class, that all of those experiences went to the other Oasis ships. I can't remember the name of them all right now. But I think they're probably a little bit better than what Oasis is all about. But Oasis is the Cadillac. It's the first one. Okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and finish up our day, pack up, get ready to get up off the ship. So, and as always, may your sails be steady. See, I can't even remember everything. You know why? because I had that was a great time. I had a good time. Okay, but you guys know it. One love. Enjoy the rest of your day.